In the ever-evolving landscape of technology and mobility, Kenya is increasingly becoming a country to watch. As we move closer to 2026, the boundaries between defense innovation and automotive evolution are blurring, revealing an exciting era where speed, security, and intelligence are transforming every aspect of how we move and how we protect our nations. Today's deep dive brings you two stories, one about the latest developments in Kenya's missile launcher systems and the other, an equally thrilling update on the car scene in Kenya. Yes, everything from EVs to 2026 model releases, market trends, and how global innovation is trickling into the streets of Nairobi, Mombasa, and Kisumu. Let's start with a topic that has raised eyebrows and sparked debate both at home and across the region: Kenya's strategic move into missile defense capabilities. Back in 2022, initial rumors suggested that the Kenyan Defense Forces, in collaboration with private defense contractors, had been testing medium-range surface-to-surface missile technology. At the time, these claims were dismissed as speculative, but as satellite imagery and whistleblower reports trickled in over the following months, the narrative began to change. Fast forward to early 2025, leaked footage showed what appeared to be a domestically modified missile launcher mounted on an armored truck, likely a variant of the Cheetah Mk4 tactical vehicle. While no official confirmation came from the Ministry of Defense, insiders hinted at a broader modernization plan, one that would see Kenya step up as a technological player within the East African Defense Alliance. What makes this missile system unique isn't just its launch capability, it's the software integration. Sources familiar with the development speak of AI-assisted targeting, heat signature tracking, and even drone-linked reconnaissance. If accurate, these features put Kenya years ahead of its regional peers in missile defense and tactical intelligence. Now, it's important to remember that this isn't about aggression. Rather, the move aligns with growing regional threats from insurgent groups with access to illegal UAVs, to piracy along the Indian Ocean coastline. A strong deterrent force not only secures Kenya's borders but helps stabilize trade corridors essential for regional development. In April 2026, a low-key demonstration at a military test site in Laikipia County reportedly showcased the first live trial of the modified Mamba launcher system, believed to carry up to 4 mid-range missiles with pinpoint accuracy up to 300 kilometers. The test, which was observed by select members of the African Union Peace and Security Council, is said to have been a success, though no formal footage has been released. What does this mean for Kenya? Well, in addition to improving national security, there's a technological spillover effect. Companies involved in this defense project such as Kenya Advanced Systems Limited and Nairobi-based Titan Dynamics are now using the same sensor and propulsion research to work on commercial drone delivery and even high-speed battery tech. And that's where our story takes a turn into the world of cars. Let's shift gears literally. The Kenyan automotive scene is heating up, and if you've been following global trends, you know we are in the middle of an EV revolution. But the unique thing about Kenya's transition is how local innovation and imported efficiency are fusing together. Take the just announced 2026 Mobius Terra X, for instance, a fully electric SUV built by Mobius Motors right here in Nairobi. It's designed for Kenyan roads, meaning it doesn't compromise on ground clearance, rugged durability, or solar-powered auxiliary charging for when you're off-grid. Mobius has learned from past feedback. Early models were criticized for being too basic or underpowered. But the Terra X flips the script. It features a 400-kilometer range, regenerative braking, and a modular interior system that lets users switch between passenger mode and cargo haul with a simple conversion kit. And here's where things get really interesting. The vehicle uses a control module developed with assistance from Titan Dynamics, the same company behind software for the missile launcher system. This means the Terra X doesn't just drive, it learns. With over-the-air updates, adaptive terrain sensing, and intelligent route planning, it's bringing a little bit of the battlefield smarts to the everyday commuter. But Mobius isn't the only player. Toyota Kenya has also stepped into the future, launching the 2026 Land Cruiser E-Pro. A hybrid electric model assembled locally in Thika, this version takes the beloved durability of the Land Cruiser and matches it with advanced fuel economy. Its 2.0 liters hybrid engine offers 25 km per liter fuel efficiency, and it includes plug-in capabilities that let drivers charge the battery at home, office, or at Kenya Power's rapidly growing network of charging stations. Now let's talk about what the market is actually responding to. A recent study by Auto Data Kenya found that 46% of new car buyers in urban centers are considering electric or hybrid options. Just 3 years ago, that number was under 15%. What's driving the change? First, high fuel prices. Second, government incentives, zero-rated import duty on EVs under 3000 cc, and VAT exemptions for EV batteries and related components. And finally, access. More than 80 new EV charging stations have opened since January 2025, thanks to partnerships between Kenya Power, Total Energies, and various county governments. Of course, not everyone can afford a brand new electric car. That's where used imports still dominate, especially in the budget market. However, trends are shifting here too. Dealers are now importing more hybrid models from Japan and the UK, and battery reconditioning services are popping up in industrial zones around Nairobi and Nakuru. It's becoming easier and more affordable to maintain a second-hand EV hybrid, and that's a game changer for accessibility. Meanwhile, tech startups are making waves. Take VoltDrive, a Nairobi-based EV conversion startup that's turning old Probox and Unveils cars into electric workhorses for gig drivers. With a conversion cost of under $500,000 and a battery lease program, they're making electric driving a reality for boda riders and taxi drivers. Early pilot programs show a 70% reduction in operating costs and zero emissions during daily urban driving. And speaking of performance, we can't ignore the global brands eyeing Kenya's expanding middle class. Tesla hasn't officially entered the market, but its Model 3 and Model Y are already being imported through third-party dealers. Similarly, BYD, the Chinese EV giant, has launched a direct dealership model in Nairobi, offering the 2026 BYD Dolphin and Seal models with a full maintenance package and guaranteed battery swap service. Now here's a cool crossover from the missile project we talked about earlier. Advanced lithium silicon battery cells, originally tested for high-temperature military environments, are being adapted for civilian EVs. Titan Dynamics is currently in talks with several battery manufacturers to license this tech, which could significantly increase range and reduce degradation in hot climates like Turkana or coastal Mombasa. If this goes through, Kenya could be producing one of the world's most resilient EV battery packs within the next 2 years. But what about regulation and safety? Good question. The National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, has issued new EV guidelines, including certification for converted EVs, fire safety protocols, and training for first responders on handling EV accidents. This aligns with Kenya's Vision 2030 green transport goals and strengthens investor confidence in sustainable mobility. Let's come back to the missile system for a moment. There's an often overlooked synergy between military development and civilian applications. For instance, Vehicle armor composites used in the Cheetah launcher have been repurposed into high-strength panels for armored cash transit vans and even luxury bulletproof SUVs for VIP transport. Likewise, the missile tracking AI is now being explored for highway surveillance and smart traffic control in Nairobi's growing ITS, Intelligent Transport System, project. The government's broader goal appears to be twofold: secure Kenya's position in a volatile region while pushing technological innovation into the hands of the people. And for a country often seen as playing catch-up, Kenya is now sprinting ahead. As we look ahead to late 2026 and beyond, expect to see more from Kenya's growing tech defense industrial complex. Word has it that a lightweight drone launcher platform is under development, and there's talk of an autonomous rover, think military meets Mobius, that could patrol infrastructure projects like pipelines and fiber optic lines in remote regions. If true, that could mark the first locally built unmanned ground vehicle, UGV, in East Africa. So where do we stand today? Kenya is forging its path, blending defense technology with consumer innovation, and proving that smart design and practical solutions aren't reserved for superpowers. Whether it's a missile launcher guarding our skies or an EV navigating our cities, the same spirit of resilience and ambition runs through both. And as this synergy continues to grow, it's not unthinkable that in just a few short years, Kenya may not only defend its future but also drive it literally. Stay tuned, because the next frontier might not be across the border, it might be right around the corner, rolling quietly on four wheels or launching into the air from a nondescript site in the Rift Valley. As always, we'll be here to bring you the updates,